Now let's go down to Arizona in the desert. The Arizona Diamondbacks, I do like the Diamondbacks a lot. Of course, they have MVP runner-up Paul Goldschmidt.
If Goldschmidt has the same season or improves it a little bit, I mean, they're setting themselves up.
I know.
Good.
And now he has protection behind him with Mark Trumbo.
I love the Trumbo signing.
Hitting Trum bombs. I've always loved Mark Trumbo.
I love that signing.
The problem is, he's going to be in left field, so that's kind of questionable.
I mean,
he's just that bat.
That bat's there. I mean, he's left field. Sure, he's going to have his errors, but
he
doesn't.
I mean, and they also have Gerardo Parra out there, who's got one.
Center?
Is
he in center
I think
field
he's in right
field.
Yeah, I think I saw the depth chart. He's going to be in right field.
Is Young still there?
No,
not Young.
It's not Upton either. Who is their center fielder?
Who is? I was going to say Upton, but he's gone.
Yeah, Upton's on the Braves
now.
Yeah.
Who is there? And they got rid of the young prospect.
Yeah, they got rid of Adam Eaton. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. But Pollock. Oh yeah, Pollock. I think he's a
AJ
Pollock. Yeah. How many years? He's a 1-year experienced guy. He's a young guy.
He's got 270 average. I mean,
that's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, throws right. I'm sure they mainly got him for his glove, though. I'm sure he's a fantastic fielder, especially if he's going in center in front of Gerardo Parra, who's got one of the best arms in the league. Parra's actually, I think he does have a gold glove to his name, too.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. They got Martin Prado, who always seems to hit 300. Miguel Montero was very good catcher.
Montero calls a good game.
Yep.
I think he had a down offensive year. I think he's one of the better hitting catchers.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And he had a down year. I think he can improve.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see who else they have. Aaron Hill. Aaron Hill's one of the best offensive second basemen in the league.
I like their staff this year too.
Yeah, their staff is really good.
They got the guy from the A's, Anderson.
No, that was the Rockies.
That's the Rockies. Yeah.
The staff for who was their ace? Oh, they have Patrick Corbin, who really broke out last year, the lefty.
Is Kennedy there still?
No, Kennedy left last year. He went to the Padres, actually, who we just talked about. There was
Aaron Hill's last 3 years in Arizona. He's been in Arizona for 3 years now.
Yeah.
And he's hit either over 300 or near 300 all 3 years.
Yeah, he's one of the best offensive
He's been hitting really
basemen.
well, yeah.
I mean, he also has some pop, too.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of an easy park to hit in. It's very dry, so I'm sure Trumbo's gonna have a nice year along with Goldschmidt. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that team.
Arizona added Addison Reed.
Yes,
as a closer.
Yeah, I think officially they're going to be competing for closers with Putz and whoever else they have. But I mean, here's their rotation. It's Wade Miley, Patrick Corbin, Brandon McCarthy, of course, coming off of the line drive back at him that caused him surgery.
Which they're now allowing pitchers to wear padded helmets when they pitch.
They do have like padded hats that
or padded hats. Yeah.
They also have Trevor Cahill and
didn't Cahill get hit by a line drive too?
Probably, I don't know. And Randall Delgado. He's from the was he from the Braves?
He's a young guy. So.
Yeah, he's a young guy. Maybe he wasn't from the Braves. Maybe they just brought him up. But
and they have
no, he was on the Braves. Yeah, he's a talent. Of course, the Braves always have that.
And they have the number 5 prospect down in their minor league system, Archie Bradley.
Was that shortstop?
Big time starting pitcher. He's got high 90s fastball plus curve.
They also have 2 young shortstop. It says here Didi Gregorius is going to be their starting to open the season, but they do have a shortstop prospect. Of course, I know that because the Mets were looking for him. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'm seeing a lot of good things from this Diamondbacks club as long as they stay healthy, and we'll get to the picks later. And now the final team is the Colorado Rockies.
Big signing in Morneau, I think.
Morneau is looking for the fountain of youth, and, he may get it in Coors Field.
I think he will get it. Coors Field, I think he can still hit. I think he can obviously still hit. And
yeah.
I think his home runs will go up just because it's Coors Field.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, of course, he's replacing the legend there in Colorado, Todd Helton.
Whose number is being retired, I believe.
Oh, definitely. He's lifelong.
This year?
Yeah, lifelong Rocky. they don't really have that many retirees either. I think the only number they have was Jackie Robinson, just like the rest of the MLB. But I mean, their lineup is gonna open some eyes. Of course, if Tulo and Troy Tulowitzki and Carlos Gonzalez, if they stay healthy, then they have a chance to battle for third, maybe even second.
I think they have a good young left fielder who excelled last year. I think he hit near 300, and I think his name's Blackman.
Yeah,
and then they have a young third baseman, I believe, too.
Nolan Arenado.
Yeah.
Rutledge is their second baseman, who I believe came up as a shortstop, but Tulo's there, made the switch, and he's talented. Willen Rosario is one of the most underrated catchers in the league.
Yeah.
I love Willen Rosario.
Power hitting catcher, too.
Yep. I don't know what that was. But Michael Kadire, he had a fantastic season last year. He hit over did he win the batting title? I really don't know. I think he hit over 330.
He hit 331.
Yeah.
So he was in the running.
Yeah, he was definitely in the running. He might have even won it. I mean, this is his 12th year. I mean, it looks like he found the fountain of youth in Colorado.
That's my hope. And Kadire and Morneau teammates.
Yeah, definitely.
They were definitely teammates. Yeah.
Yep. So that's where Morneau's looking too for the fountain of youth. He saw the movement in Kadire. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I mean, it's gonna be. I don't think there's any question marks. Yeah, Kadire did win the batting title. I don't think there's going to be any question marks in this lineup. The only one is, if Tulo and Cargo can stay healthy.
The biggest question they have is their pitching.
It's their pitching, and their pitching.
They added
Anderson. Yeah. But
I mean, it's
Shashin?
Shashin? I say Shashin. I don't know if
I think it's Shashin.
Shashin?
Maybe. But he's their ace. That's not an ace. I'm sorry. LaTroy Hawkins is their closer. He's not a closer.
I think they're going to end up going after Hanrahan if his arm looks good enough.
Maybe even Andrew Bailey signing him in the middle of the season. They have Jorge De La Rosa. He's not an ace. Brett Anderson, Tyler Chatwood, and Juan Nicasio. Is it Tyler? What's Chatwood's first name?
Tyler.
Ah, yes. I'm good. I think their strength is the relief pitchers with Brothers and Matt Belisle. They've got some nice arms.
Yeah.
I mean, they could. I see one of them taking over the closer spot because LaTroy Hawkins.
LaTroy Hawkins won't last.
Last time he was the full closer was 2005.
I don't think he'll stay at the closer spot.
Yeah,
I think as of right now they're just listing him as the closer.
Yeah, I mean he closed a few games for the Mets last year back when Parnell got hurt. I remember he got hit in the manland in L.A. that was something funny to watch. But I mean, it's unfortunate. No, let's have a moment of silence. But anyway, I mean, the question is, if these guys stay healthy, will they become? I think they can compete for third, maybe second. But if they don't, do they become sellers at the deadline? And they got a lot of pieces to sell.
Do you think they would sell Tulo and Cargo?
I don't know if they would. Maybe Cargo.
Is Cargo in what's his contract?
I have no idea when their contract years are. I think Tulo signed a big contract, though.
Tulo re-signed for long term.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if he's going anywhere. But Cargo, it's his 5th year in the league.
So I imagine this is one of his. He hasn't re-signed.
Yeah, if he hasn't re-signed, yeah, it might be.
So there's that.
Yeah, so I mean, they might trade him and they'll get a ton for him because he's such a talented athlete.
Absolutely. I mean, he can do it all. He plays good defense.
Yeah, he's a 5-tool player.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if they can stay healthy. I mean, could Dyer, if he has another year, like he did last year, this is going to be his 13th year. They might trade him even if they're in.
Get good value for him.
Yeah, exactly. Just for stats alone. Yeah. Yeah, Morneau. They also got Drew Stubbs. I think he's going to be the 4th outfielder.
I like Stubbs. He
I do too.
Hit, but he can steal.
Yeah, he can steal. If he gets on base, if he's a pinch runner, or if he can figure out his bat, he could be a solid. I think he was center field for the Reds, and then the Indians had Bourne last year, so he was kind of the 4th outfielder. So I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, but we'll see. So let's take our picks for the NL West. We got 3 minutes left, guys. All right, who do we have All right, let's start with fifth. Fifth place. Who do we have coming in last place in the NL West? You have the Padres?
Padres.
How about you, Atticus?
I'll take the Padres.
I'm taking the Rockies. I just don't see...
No faith.
They're pitching so bad.
No faith.
I don't trust that pitching at all. I think it's awful. All right, fourth place. What do you guys have?
I have the Giants.
You have the Giants? All
I have
right.
the Giants.
I have the Rockies.
Okay, see, there you go. I have the Padres. I have the Padres coming in fourth place, but...
Don't think they did enough to upgrade.
I mean, who, the Padres?
The
Giants.
Giants.
Yeah. I mean, I think the bottom three are going to be really close to see where they come in.
I agree.
But number 3, who do you guys have?
Rockies.
Giants.
You're really high on the
I'm
Rockies.
high
You
on the
love
Rockies.
that mile high air.
Yeah, Colorado's it's real high now.
Yeah. So I have San Francisco Giants coming in third place. I'm not even sure if they make it above 500. They came in third place last year, below 500.
I think it's going to be right around 500 for those.
Yeah.
For those teams there.
Number 2,
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yep.
Taking the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, me too. But I will say this: my bold prediction will be they are within 3 games.
I think that they give them. I think they give the Dodgers a run for their money this year.
The Dodgers in first place, and I think it's going to come down to 3 games. It would be great.
I mean,
if it ended. I don't know what their schedule's like, but if it's Dodgers versus Arizona at the end of the year, for the last series,
it could come down to that.
I think that's going to decide who wins it.
Yeah, and the number 1 team we all have unanimous, the LA Dodgers.
I mean, the big question is health.
Exactly. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Next week we'll go to the NL Central with those 5 teams. But for now, we got to say goodbye because it's 12:59, about to be 1 o'clock. Of course, this week is the week for the lovers. Valentine's Day is on Friday, February 14th. I hope...
What are your plans for Valentine's Day?
I got a lady friend, so I'm going to be taking her out.
Nice.
I'm thinking dinner and a movie. Of course, probably going to be one of those ladylike movies, you know, with
one of those new movies.
Yeah, one of those new movies coming out just for Valentine's Day.
Kevin Hart movie.
I don't know. We'll see. He is really funny though. What about you guys?
House of Cards is coming out on Valentine's Day, so I will be spending Valentine's Day with Kate Mara and Kevin Spacey.
Very nice. How about you? Flying by the seat of your pants. All right, it's 1 o'clock here. Stick around for on WSJU Radio. I think we have the next show is the jazz show. So a little bit of smooth jazz will get you going. So thank you for joining us, and we'll hope to be here. We'll hope to have you here with us next week and every Wednesday after that from 11 to 1 o'clock. For Evan Maguire, Atticus George, I'm James Mitchell on the Sports Stop here on WSJU Radio, telling you life is good today. Let's keep it that way. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.